What's up, everybody? It's Corey here, and this month I have decided to take on level 3 of the player's path. So I picked up my first bass just a few months ago. I've been just kind of jamming along to some songs I like, and not really taking it too seriously, but I feel like I'm not really getting anywhere with my practicing because I'm just kind of playing along with songs. I don't really know what I'm doing beyond that, and I don't really know how well it sounds per se. So I decided to take on this player's path and hopefully have some more focus and direction with my bass practice. I think that's gonna go a long way. So for this series, I'll specifically be working on the track Rag and Bone. It's got a fun little bass line. It's not too fast. Got a lot of staccato notes in there and quarter notes and bouncing in between the two, so it'll be good practice in making sure I can play my notes cleanly and properly, and as well as getting my fretting hand technique down. It kind of just stays in this area, so I don't have to worry too much about movement, and I can just work on my form. So yeah, we're going to start out. I got 2 tracks for you. The first one is basically my first playthrough. I just kind of listened to it once, played it through, see what we're at. And then the next one is just after a few times of practicing it over, kind of getting a feel for it, just so we can get a sort of a baseline of where we're at right now. And then I'll be able to break those down and work on the individual components to hopefully master this piece by the end of the month. So stay tuned. I got those 2 tracks for you now, and then afterwards I'm gonna just give you my thoughts on where I'm at and what can be improved, and we'll go from there. Alright, so I just want to apologize in advance. The audio in track number 1 is not that great. I've never really recorded myself, so we're gonna be learning as we go. But I think we'll figure it out. You'll see in number 2 that it's already a vast improvement, and hopefully we'll just keep getting better. So bear with me for the first one. I promise it's not going to be that bad. Alright, so I went ahead and listened to those tracks back, and obviously there is a lot of mistakes, but that's expected. I mean, that's why I'm in level 3 after all, is to get better. So first thing I noticed was obviously a lot of missed notes, but I think that probably just has more to do with being unfamiliar with the track. And once I go in and watch the videos, the navigation and the performance tips, and just familiarize myself a lot better with what I'm actually playing, I think a lot of that will pretty much take care of itself. And then I think I'm gonna go ahead and work on making sure I hit those notes cleanly. So letting them ring when they have to, muting them when they have to, and just trying to eliminate the buzz. Just getting more confident with hitting the right note without always having to look at the fretboard would be nice. So that's a couple things I'm going to work on. And then beyond that, I really want to work on my form and my technique. I noticed almost right away, every time I'm muting a note, I'm just moving my fingers like crazy. And that's not needed, so one of my focuses is going to be just taming those fingers and only moving them as much as I have to, rather than just letting them flail out there. And also with my plucking hand, I kind of noticed I'm doing a lot of this, so I'm gonna hopefully be tweaking, positioning and try and do things out just to hopefully get things sitting a little more naturally. And then once we do that, I'll be able to work on my plucking technique, my fretting technique, my rhythm, and hopefully piece this thing together. So that's all I've got for you today. In the next episode, I'm going to be breaking down each of these different areas and how I plan to practice them all. And we'll be taking a deep dive into what my practice routine is going to look like for the next month. And on top of that, I will be giving you play-alongs as we go to see how I progress. So stay tuned for episode 2. But that's all I've got for you today, so until next time, peace.